Mauricio Mejia Live. Entertainment guru, Silicon Valley entrepreneur, author, and speaker. It's Mauricio Mejia Live. Bringing to you real people, real day-to-day life experiences, and real business opportunities. If you dare to step up. Do you have what it takes to take it to the next level and become who you are truly destined to become? Decide, commit, execute. Join the thousands of viewers around the world and become a part of the conversation. Mauricio Mejia Live.
How is everyone feeling out there? Welcome to Mauricio Mejia Live, season number 2, episode number 28. Wow. 28 episodes in season 2, and we are wrapping it down and start preparing for season 3, which we'll talk about a later date. But I want to welcome everyone that's joining us today. I want to thank everyone that has continued to be a big support and continues to send me great supportive messages. And then, of course, we got to say what's up to all the little haters out there, too. Man, it's been a crazy day today. I got to tell you, 6 o'clock in the morning, head to the airport, have a meeting in Los Angeles, or jump on a plane at San Jose Maneta, get to LA Burbank airport, go to a couple of meetings, couple of job sites down in Southern California, jump back in a full plane, get here to the office, and get the show started. I mean, it's been a wild day today. And so I just want to say thank you to everybody again, and welcome again. Mauricio Mejia Live every Wednesday at 6 p.m. on the West Coast, 9 p.m. on the East. And we're broadcasting on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitch. That's right. We're doing 3 platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. My eyes look like I'm just like tired, guys. But, we got to power through this, guys. Woo! I got to tell you, we're broadcasting live from here in downtown San Jose, Silicon Valley. Again, we've this season, we've had some great business entrepreneurs, some great real estate moguls, some political leaders, some local leaders, some state leaders as well, and leaders from other parts of California. We had some early on. We had some great stock advisors, and we talked about some crypto, some fitness, and entertainment gurus. Yes, we brought in my boy and partner, Gabe Scarpelli, owner of Evo Sports Clubs out of Santa Clara, also a partner here with Punch King Fitness with myself and King Lay. And then I also had in the entertainment industry good friends and entertainment colleagues and industry colleagues, Carlos Carmona and Isaac Barrera. They were a dynamic duo team back in the day with Taste Ultra Lounge, and they're still doing some great things today. So I know that Isaac is still running Myth down in downtown San Jose. So again, congratulations to everyone that was able to reopen and is continuing to weather this crazy times that we're going through. But it is what it is, and it's part of being an entrepreneur, and we have to be able to pivot. So again, tonight I'm actually excited to be bringing on a friend and someone that I've started to learn a lot in the industry of cigars, and I'm going to let him explain tonight that world of cigars. I know that cigars have been a big part of my career in the entertainment world, because people like to have good cigars, good alcohol, and it just complements. So it's my pleasure tonight to be bringing on. He's one of the best here in Silicon Valley. He's got some great mentorship as well. Luis Barragan. He is also an entrepreneur, and I call him a cigar sommelier. So they're also known as Catador. So we're gonna go into that, and I know we're broadcasting live from his place over in San Jose. So Luis, what's up, my brother? How are you, man? Damn, look at all those cigars in the background.
I appreciate it, brother. I had to do a quick little change up, but
no, man, I love it. I love it, man. I you get to smoke in there too. I mean, I wish I had a cigar over here and a cocktail in my hands, make things happen. So what's going on, man? How are you, and how's the day been treating you today?
Well, Mauricio, I appreciate it. Thank you for having me. The day's been busy. Cigar shop, we get a lot of in and out traffic. You know how that goes. Just busy, man, getting cigars out, people lounge, smoking, right now I'm sitting in our walk-in humidor where we keep our inventory. You know.
So let me ask you. Well, let's just dive right into it. Now, I wanna welcome you, and again, I appreciate you coming on and sharing your experience with the world today. And I want to welcome everyone that's watching from around the world and enjoying and has been enjoying the show. And we're wrapping up season 2. This is we started this back when the pandemic kicked back in 2020, and now we're just, man, third it's going to be 30 episodes in season number 2, and we did 30 episodes in season number 1, and it just keeps getting bigger and better, and just again, just very excited to see all the great things that are coming ahead. So share with us, Luis, talk to us about this industry, man. I mean, it seems to be a big industry, and here in Silicon Valley, I mean, there isn't that many cigar shops, and the ones that are, I mean, I want to say that it's a pretty cool and exclusive kind of place to be.
Yeah, definitely. In the Bay Area, there's probably about 8 to 9 cigar shops. We have the largest selection in the Bay Area. We have over 2,800 facings of different types of cigars in our shop, and we've been in business ongoing for 40 plus years. It's been difficult, especially with COVID, for a lot of cigar shops, because since the early 2000s, majority of the customers have been purchasing online. So, the ones that are able to survive and make it are the ones that are still here, and we're glad to be able to still be here and service our customers.
Nice. So share with us, some of the stuff in the industry. I mean, you launched your own brand as well, Dunamis. Is that how you pronounced it?
Yeah, Dunamis, correct.
Dunamis. So tell us about that brand, and what comes behind it, and not only that, share with us some of your entrepreneur. I mean, you're an entrepreneur, man. It's a business, to share with us some of the experiences or some of the mentors that you have, because I know you also have some great mentors, man. And we've had some conversations over some great cigars about your the people that have mentored you.
Definitely. So first things first, I started Dunamis Cigars this year. I've been smoking cigars since I was 16. So I'm about 13 years in. 13 years tomorrow, actually. And so cigar smoking has been a big part of my life. Now, Dunamis is the Greek word for power, potential, and ability. So in choosing a name for my brand, I wanted something that was directly rooted to my core essence, right? So the reason I started Dunamis was because, again, I've been smoking cigars since I was 16. All of my mentors smoke cigars. All of my friends smoke cigars. And over the years, everyone has been telling me that I should start my own cigar company because they believe I'll do really good at it. My palate, they like the flavor profile I'm able to pick up, and a lot of different things like that.
Mm-hmm.
As far as mentors go, Mauricio, I mean, I got plenty. I mean, I consider you one of my mentors.
Oh, hey, man, we've had some good conversations, man. I appreciate when I see someone that has a drive and a focus, and that wants to do bigger and better things in life. I like to when I see that motivation, that self-drive, it gets me fired up to be supportive of others as well, because I know that I know what it's like. I know it's not easy, and we are who we associate ourselves with, and that you have to, again, you're a reflection of the people that you surround yourself with, and the people that take you under your wing and really pour into you and help, want to see you grow and be successful.
No, definitely. And to kind of touch back on the reason why I want to get cigars, because me being introduced to smoking cigars changed my life all the way around. When I was 16, I dropped out. Matter of fact, I dropped out of high school so I could hang out in a cigar shop. Now, I don't recommend for people to drop out and not have a plan. But the reality was that in a cigar shop, I'm meeting people who have established business, people that are in finance, people that are in real estate. And I was getting direct education to what I was going to face after high school. So when I was in high school, I was learning about how to work for somebody else, and I was in shops with people who've done for themselves. And so I was like, I'm spending 8 hours a day, 40 something hours a week going to school. for a high school diploma, I know I wasn't going to go to college, or can I be directly rooted with the people that are own business? And at the time, 2008 was the big real estate crash. So a lot of people lost a lot of money, and a lot of people were smoking cigars because their bets were all in flames because they bet that their investments were going to work out. But so for me, smoking cigars changed my life. It changed people that I was around, and that's why I wanted to start my brand as being a Latino, and especially being in San Jose. To be able to have somebody be in an industry, and again, the industry is dominated by people who are successful, because the thing is the costs. An average cigar price in California is going to be $16 a stick, anywhere $80 a stick. So the guys that come in on a daily basis, or the guys that do orders at home or purchase cigars, again, not everybody is wealthy like that, but the majority of them are business owners, and they have the extra cash flow to enjoy the hobby.
Yeah, give us an example too, by the way, of I mean, everyone knows the famous Cuban cigar. I mean, obviously that's it's part of it is true. There are great cigars. I've had the pleasure of smoking some Cuban cigars, but there's a lot of other great cigars that are out there as well. I mean, what makes a great cigar? And share with us the differences between that. And by the way, you're inside of your shop right now. You're in San Jose, off of the Alameda. What's the address over there, and what's the name of the place again?
So the cigar shop is Mission Pipe and Cigars.
That's right.
We're located on 950 Alameda. We're probably about a 3-minute walk away from the SAP Center.
Okay.
And we've been in business for 40 plus years, so we're very fortunate.
Good. I know I have a friend here watching, Daryl Cortez. What's up, buddy? I see you out there. He just asked where is he located. So now it's Mission Pipe off of the Alameda in San Jose, and it's not the old. I guess there was an old location, and now it's a new location. It's the old what is it? Crema coffee shop. Yeah. So share with us the difference between cigars and what are your favorite cigars and and so forth.
So what makes a good cigar, and this is irrefutable, right? This is what every cigar smoker is going to tell you, is that the flavor profile has to be good. It has to taste good. And what makes a cigar taste good is going to be the flavor profile, right? How much flavor a cigar gives off. And when I mean flavor, I'm talking about like vanilla or chocolate. Tobacco has its own set of flavors that can be relative to chocolatiness or fruital or floral earthiness types of tastes. But a good cigar is going to be good flavor profile. So in the cigar world, we have a term called green. So when tobacco is young, so the matter of fact, Mauricio, let me just take it back a step further because I think this warrants a more deeper explanation. So just for the people that are watching that don't know about cigars, it is 100% natural tobacco. There is nothing added to the tobacco. You won't get addicted to the cigar. And the process of making a cigar starts off with planting the tobacco leaf. Once the tobacco leaf is planted and it's grown and it's ready to be harvested, it's put into aging rooms. And these aging rooms are basically these farmhouses that hang the tobacco from the ceiling. So when the tobacco is green, it's literally green colored tobacco. And when it reaches its prime, it's going to turn to a caramelish brown, to a dark brown, and even in some instances, a dark black. These cigars are rolled. There is a blender who blends the tobacco, and the tobacco is then aged. Now, ideally, the tobacco needs to be aged anywhere from 1 to 2 years. That can be changed based on the company. Some do it for 6 months, some do it for a year. Some just throw it out as soon as they make it. The green flavor, it's not a good flavor. You're going to get tastes of ammonia because it's green. It's going to not taste well. It's going to leave your throat very dry. So a good aged cigar, it's going to be pleasant on the palate.
And then, so let me ask you, there's always been that myth of, of mixing having a cigar and having a cognac or a rum. Where does that come from, and why? Is that truly something that you do, or is that just something that was picked up, down the line? Somebody just said, "Hey, this just goes with it."
Well, see, the thing is that that was picked up later on, right? Because when the Spanish came to these areas, they went there and they found tobacco. So tobacco wasn't native to the regions until the Spanish came.
Got it.
So
Wow.
the thing is that later on, cognacs, rums, and stuff that was introduced because cigar smoking is considered a celebratory. So
Got
those
it.
are some things that you would do when you're in a celebration. But now it's just common to have a pairing of a cognac or rum, even bourbon, coffee with a cigar. And a lot of people do it. It's very common.
We had a question that just came out. If you don't have a humidor, what's the best way to preserve your sticks?
Smoke it. That's going to be the easiest way to do it. Just smoke it. But,
there you go. That's your answer. If you can't preserve it, just smoke it. Don't let it go to waste.
Don't let it go to waste.
I love it. I love it. I know that when I have a cigar, I always love to have some rum, and sometimes I'll, even before I start smoking it, I'll dip the tip of the cigar into the rum. And I don't know where I picked up that bad habit, but it just I just thought it was something cool. I don't know if I saw it on something or someone said do that, and it just kind of worked out. But I've always enjoyed a nice rum with a good cigar.
I think where that became popular is with the TV show Sopranos.
Okay.
Sopranos in the show depicted a lot of drinking and smoking. And that's the thing. When Sopranos came out, we were going through another cigar boom. And right now, we're going through another cigar boom.
Wow. Okay.
There's a lot more people smoking. And it's not really talked about. But if you're in this business, you try to get cigars from companies like Arturo Fuente, Padron, Foundation, Tatuaje, long list of manufacturers. It's on back order. And COVID does play a part, right? But a lot of these warehouses for these large companies, we're talking about companies that produce 5 million plus cigars a year, have empty warehouses.
Wow. That's bananas, man. To think that, so COVID has had an effect on the manufacturing of cigars as well. Has it had an effect on people smoking it? I mean, I think no, right? I mean, it would be the opposite. People want to smoke more,
because people are home more now because of the COVID regulations. And people are stressed out, or people are smoking, but there is a higher intake of cigar smoking since COVID. I mean, prior to COVID, where our volume in cigars were moving literally 137% more on a monthly basis of our inventory prior to COVID.
Let me ask you, in the liquor industry, there's always a celebrity that likes to pick up on a brand, a tequila or a vodka or something. Are there any celebrities that push cigars? I mean, I haven't seen anything like that. I mean, could that be a potential new trend or something that we can create? Or, I mean, I've been wanting to do my own cigar label for a long time, and when you popped out with yours, I was like, oh man, that was super cool. And again, congratulations on that. I'd love to have my own brand, or or partner up with someone that has a brand that we can push, especially with all the network of people that I have, the vast networks of people. I mean, I have thousands and thousands and thousands of people that I can reach out to, and it'd be awesome to do something like that.
Definitely. So as regards to celebrities, there's always been celebrity representation in the cigar industry.
Okay.
In regards to people seeing it, you won't see it unless you're looking at cigar publications. Tobacco is heavily regulated and it's heavily monitored, and we have restrictions on how we advertise. And we've had people representing the cigar industry, like some people like Michael Jordan, Matthew McConaughey. What's that guy, that actor, Jack Nicholson? The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. There's even stuff with Johnny Depp. There's tons and tons of people that represent the industry, but the actual marketing efforts is limited, and it's limited in certain types of medias. So unless you're going to like publications like cigaraficionado.com or halfwheel.com, Tobacco Biz Online, you're not going to see it. And on social media, there is no marketing for tobacco products. That's all.
Wow.
Very limited. Yeah.
Do you feel that the cigar industry is getting penalized because of cigarettes? Because
And because
yeah, I mean it's not like in cigars they're putting chemicals, right? I mean it's all natural, it's all tobacco leaves. It's natural. You're getting you're smoking something that's natural versus a cigarette that's it is tobacco, but I mean it's been proven that it's laced with all kinds of other things, well, allegedly. I don't want to say. I don't know. I'm not a smoker, so but there's been studies and things that I mean, obviously smoking cigarettes can cause cancer. So are there anything any studies or anything that shows that smoking cigars can cause cancer? I mean,
the
what are
likelihood for a cigar smoker for someone to get throat or oral cancer,
mm-hmm.
the ratio for someone who smokes cigars to get cancer from smoking cigars is 1 to, I think, 800,000 to 2 million.
Oh, wow.
Ratio for cigar smoking, because the thing is you're not inhaling it into your lungs. The reason why the cancer develop when people smoke tobacco is because all the added chemicals. So things like cigarettes and vapes that are very harmful to the body. Now, cigar smoking isn't good either. You still face a risk.
Right. Hey, there's been times where I've inhaled a little too much and I felt it go down my lungs, man.
Yeah, if it's accidental, I mean, the likeliness of you getting cancer is still slim. If you're smoking cigars for years and you take it down to your lungs, you're gonna have a very high risk of catching a lung cancer or a throat and oral cancer. Got
it. So let me ask you. I wrote down a couple of questions here. Dunamis cigars. Is this your first business? And share with us of how you also came about that and wanted to move on building that brand.
Yeah. So Dunamis Cigars is not my first business.
Okay.
I've had other businesses in the past. Those businesses weren't necessarily unsuccessful. I just stopped doing it.
Got it. And so now you're focusing on this part of it, and again, it's part of being an entrepreneur, right? I mean, some businesses are going to be highly successful, and other businesses, are just gonna naturally just kind of just go away. There's no start and end date on these things. You just got to keep trying until something kicks off, and then and keep it going.
No, definitely. And the thing is that in this industry, it's very difficult to break through. Because there is, for example, someone who wants to do a clothing line, somebody who wants to make sneakers, somebody who wants to get into finance. There's a lot of information available to the public.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to starting a cigar company, there is no information available. If you have no direct contact within the industry, finding out is going to be a painful and stressful situation. There is no YouTube videos on how to start a company. There is no Google information you can find. The only ways you can go around, and the thing is, even to deal with the government agencies, you never know about the CDTFA unless you have to deal with the CDTFA.
Got it. Yeah, what is that, right?
So basically, it's just the tax administration for California for tobacco firearms.
Got it.
But again, you're not going to know to go there. And then what type of license you need? Contacts. The barrier to entry is very high.
Yeah. Share with us some of the cigars that you have. I mean, you're obviously in an inventory room there, man. Share with us what you got in there. I mean, is there anything goodie in there? Any goodies in there?
Oh yeah, we got a bunch of stuff. Let me just go ahead and start pulling out some boxes and showing you guys. So right here, let's pull out some good stuff. All right, start off with right here. We have a cigar produced by Prometheus called God of Fire. It's 10 count box. This right here, unless you are an Opus X authorized retailer or have a direct account with Prometheus, you're not authorized. They won't send it to you.
Got it.
I'll put it up so you guys can take it as well. So you can see the presentation there.
Oh wow, those are nice, man.
Yeah, these are definitely a treat. Not every shop is gonna have these. We have a lot of staple cigars, and we have a lot of rare stuff. For example, I don't want to pull everything out, but I'll pull out. Let's see. One of the best cigar companies. This can contend with Cuban cigars. Sure. This is Padron. This is the Padron 1926 80th series. So this shape is a box press Salomon. And the price for this is about $53.15.
Wow.
Yeah. So it can get pretty costly. $53.15.
Yeah, $50 smoke up in the air.
Up in the air. Definitely.
But it's got to be.
This is my personal smoke. What I'm showing you is the boxes that I own, that I smoke out of.
Got it.
Right? So anything open in here is what I smoke. Anything that's sealed is what the customer buys. So this is an Arturo Fuente Hemingway, right? Box. And see, the thing is, these cigar companies go through a lot of effort for presentation.
Yeah, those are some beautiful boxes, and those are the cases for a box of cigar, right? I mean, people can buy boxes of cigar versus just buying an individual stick.
And we also have Davidoff, which is another really good cigar company, a European company, very high end. This is the dominating cigar in the Asian market. Majority of all their cigar production goes to Asia.
Oh wow!
Yeah, this is definitely, we get people that travel, that come to Silicon Valley because they're here for business, and they come in and buy a ton of these. So when they go back home, because it's cheaper here. China has a 200% tax increase compared to here in California.
Wow. Let me ask you: is there a right or a wrong way to light a cigar? I mean, I know that there's a little torches, and maybe you can give us an example of what live here of the right way to light up a cigar.
Yeah, so I'm going to show you how to light up a cigar.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know how to. For the audience that's out there, let's educate people that are out there watching right now.
Yeah, so all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move locations. I'm gonna go take this out because this isn't our retail area. This is just our. They do Molly. Got some customers. Right? So got a lot of people. It's quiet, right?
I love it.
So this is now just our humidor shelves. It's a little bit more noisy.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. This is live and direct. This is why it's called Mauricio Mejia Live, brother. I'm gonna have to come in after the show. I'm coming over to have a cigar with you, bro.
You're gonna come?
Yeah, for sure.
Come through. I got a cigar for you.
All right.
That's like light a cigar.
So one of the things that we've been talking about, we wanted to start doing a Friday event where we invite entrepreneurs, businessmen, businesswomen. Because let me ask you about that too. By the way, do you see a lot of women that smoke cigars?
Here, not so much, but when you go on the East Coast, it's a very public thing.
Really? And why do you say that the East Coast it's a bigger for females smoking cigars?
Well, the thing is that a lot of women in California don't smoke.
Got it.
Georgia, Florida, all those eastern states, a lot of women, they smoke. That's what they do. The culture is heavily influenced out there.
Got it. Okay. Well, interesting. Yeah. So, I mean, we want to put this event together where we start doing, a Friday event where, we invite entrepreneurs, businesswomen, businessmen to come out and to enjoy a couple of cigars and, bring a bottle of something on their own. Obviously you don't sell liquor there, but I'm sure that we can do some private tastings there.
No, we can definitely.
Yeah, so it'd be a nice experience to do that. To come out there. Share with us, going back to your brand. How do you see that business and that expansion, the possibilities of expanding that business, and where do you see your cigar brand going?
So now I'm gonna head back. Now that we showed you guys a quick little light. It's too busy out there, especially on Wednesday nights. We're packed open to like 1 a.m.
Oh wow! Okay,
yeah,
good.
So to answer your question about the Dunamis and where I see it going, so the thing is this, and I'm a very humble person. That's first and foremost. But the reality is that over the years, I've connected heavily with big major players in the cigar industry and also people in Silicon Valley.
Nice. I know your Rolodex is it's a nice one.
Yeah.
It's definitely a nice one because you get to to be in that world. It's no different than people that have nice cars or nice different hobbies and things like that. It's a lifestyle, and smoking cigars is a lifestyle. So I know that it's a certain mindset and a certain people that like that lifestyle that come out and enjoy that. So yeah, no, go ahead, share with us the future.
No, definitely. So the thing is right now, I'm looking at buying land in Esteli, Nicaragua. So right now I'm looking at that's actually my guy down there just messaged me. I'm not sure if he's watching the video or not, but my guy down in Nicaragua who's looking for a place to put our farm together.
Okay.
And so that's not an easy task either. But the thing is, what I want to do is I want to be vertical. I want to grow the tobacco, own the means of production, produce, and then also distribute here in the States.
And how hard would that be? What are the legalities of doing that? I mean,
the thing is that in order to purchase land for tobacco or agriculture use in Nicaragua, is you have to be a citizen.
You have to do what?
You have to be a citizen.
Okay.
So I'm working on the citizenship aspect, but again, it's not very easy.
What if somebody had land out there? I mean, I have family out there that have farmland that they grow nuts, they grow bananas, they grow different fruits and vegetables. Is that something that could work?
Yeah, I mean, there's still be good soil if they're able to grow fruits and vegetables out of it. Then there's definitely the type of soil needed to grow tobacco. It is a matter of taking that out and planting tobacco, and then having the irrigation systems.
Got it. Okay, and that's what's important as well is to have the irrigation. No different than obviously you're growing a leaf basically is what it is. So, is there any tricks? Anything that goes into these that makes it a stronger leaf or a stronger? I mean, what are some of the genetics that go into these leaves?
So, just like the cannabis industry.
Okay.
Just like the cannabis industry, the way that those scientists, agricultural experts that deal with that kind of stuff, there's the same type of people for the tobacco industry. And the thing is that, again, tobacco, to grow cigar tobacco, the climate has to be right. The soil has to be right. And so places like Nicaragua, Dominican Republic, even Africa, Cuba. I mean, there's a lot of the regions that are starting to come. Even Mexico grows tobacco as well for cigars.
Mm-hmm.
It just has to be the right climate. Even in America, America grows Connecticut wrappers for cigars. So if you ever see a very light brown cigar wrapper, and it's called a Connecticut, it was one of the states.
Got it. And I have noticed cigars a lot from Connecticut. Why is Connecticut such a? It seems like it's a hub for the United States for cigars.
It's just a great place to grow tobacco. The climate's good, the weather's good, and there's a lot of land there to be able to nurture the amount of tobacco needed. I mean, the thing is that people understand it's hundreds, if not thousands of acres.
Oh wow! Okay, so this is not something.
No, it's not a small operation. For you to produce volume, I mean, companies like Fuente that produce over 15 to 20 million cigars a year, that's a lot of. And just so you know, Arturo Fuente, Jose Padron, the people at Davidoff. So when you talk about the big guys outside of Cuba, it's going to be Padron, Davidoff, and Arturo Fuente, and Rocky Patel. Those are the big players. Those are the top dogs. That's like your Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Red Bull,
Mm-hmm.
The industry.
Wow.
But one thing I like to mention is that the thing that makes it very difficult for us is the regulations. We are taxed. California in July, we just had a tax increase of 63.5%.
For tobacco, for
California.
Wow. How much?
63.5% increase. So that means even then, 2017, we had the hugest tax hike that we've seen in a long time. What it did is it changed the gap for cigar pricing. Cigars that would cost $8 are now $17. Cigars that were $20 are now $38, $42. So the government regulations, we're getting hurt. And the thing is that this product that we produce, it takes a lot of time and effort. It's not a simple operation. The thing is to grow tobacco is a difficult task. To have the facilities able to maintain the tobacco, to have the rollers there, to have the people that put the cigar bands on there, to put the cellophane on the cigars, to make the boxes, put the cigars in boxes. The guys that work on inventory, even import. Tariffs really damaged our industry. The tariffs that happened, so many of us, it's so difficult to containers to come into the States because the container that would cost us to import, and a container, we're talking about those big containers.
Right. Yeah.
What would cost us like $2,000 or $3,000, now it's like $22,000-$23,000 to import.
Ouch.
Yeah. So
it's crazy. It just seems like it just seems it's so hard to be a business owner or to start your own business. It just seems that it's just never easy. As much as we keep trying to do things on an up and up, it just seems like there's always that hand that comes down and cracks the whip and takes away kind of the fun of doing things.
No, definitely. I think a lot of people could appreciate this next bit. For me, the thing is especially in Silicon Valley and people talking about entrepreneurship.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's always looking for investors, right? Everyone's looking for someone for a handout. The reality of it is that in my experience, the reason why I have the people behind me is because these guys know me since I was 16 years old. When I was a kid, when I used to go to the cigar shop and I was 16 years old, I would be the guy picking up lunch for these guys. I'd be running down when I was back in Campbell. I'll be going over to Bascom Union. I'll be running over to Marty's or the sushi.
And don't give the names out of those people, man. We don't want to get anyone in trouble here.
No, I'm not going to do that. But even at Santana Row when the shop was there, the thing is that a lot of people think that just because they have an idea that people are going to invest in it, it's based on trust. And
that's right.
The actuality, people think that you're actually going to do what you say you're going to do.
That's right.
And it's interesting because I've had a lot of people middleman me for other people, and the first thing I tell them is like, these people are not going to want to deal with you. Because what type of investment are you looking for? Are you a legal entity in California? Are you able to? People think that you can just handle money, and you can't do that. To have investors in your company, you have to be set a certain way. You can't just, and otherwise it's called embezzlement or money laundering.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to take too much talking about that. I just wanted to throw a little bit in there about the entrepreneurship side. I would recommend people, and it's like what everyone tells everybody, do something that you love, right? But also do something that you do most.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I live, breathe cigar smoking from the time I wake up to the time I sleep. For the last 4 years, I've spent 40 hours working at a cigar shop a week, not to mention the 4 or 5 hours after I'm off the job. And then I go travel to other cigar shops and go to industry events. And that's the reason why I'm able to do the things that I'm doing. But,
it's just part of the lifestyle, man. It's just, hey, we got to love what we do. I love what I do. I love doing the multiple businesses that I have. You got to love what you're involved in. For me, it's not a job. I love waking up in the morning and knowing that I'm in control of when I wake up and what I do. And, the fact that, I have successful staffing business, successful development, real estate development company with a great group of people. We're launching. You saw the gym that we put together. You got to stop by, man, and
Very
come
nice
check it out. Start working out. Over here, we got Punch King Fitness. That's going to be launching September 1st. By the way, you're invited for the soft opening. I don't think us. Maybe we have cigars after the fact, because I don't think cigars and drinking inside the gym go hand in hand.
But I will definitely bring some stuff for after.
But it'll be it's just like you said, a cigar and a toast is a sign of celebration, and we have to enjoy and celebrate our wins and our accomplishments, and that's something, again, that congratulations to you and your accomplishments, man. And like I said, I've known you for some time now, and I've seen you grow and just develop yourself, as this young entrepreneur, this young man, because you're younger than me, and I can say that, but you're developing yourself and you're learning the pitfalls, the peaks and valleys of being an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur here in the Silicon Valley gives it even more of a prestige. Why? Because if you can survive here in the Silicon Valley, you can pretty much survive anywhere else in the world. We are in the mecca of the world of entrepreneurs. I mean, that's why all these big companies are here. That's why they're headquartered here in the Silicon Valley. So
yeah, Silicon Valley is the modern day Rome, Mauricio.
Wow, I've never heard that term. That's a great term, the modern day Rome. Wow. Well, let's just hope that it doesn't fall, though, because the Roman.
The difference is that there's a lot more involved than just a region. We're global in a sense. We're connected not just physically, but electronically, cell phones, laptops.
Yeah.
I think the industry dynamics may come, but I think this is here to stay. But that's what I like. Do what I do. I mean, because the thing is, let's be honest, Mauricio, I'm Mexican, all right? And you can know, and in this type of circle, more recently, there's more of our color involved, right? But if you look at the color of the people that are actually on top, majority of us aren't there, with the exception of a few, right?
Well, that is I look at it as it just makes me want to work harder, and I want to be able to associate myself with the groups of other leaders, and I'm not one that puts a label on the color of my skin or my ethnicity, even though I know it's real. But what I do is I look at everyone, and I know that I'm very capable, and I know that that's why I just do what I do, man. I don't allow any roadblocks or any potential room for excuses. I just go after it, and that's something that I've shared with you. I think you got to go after it because you got an amazing network of people that appreciate you, and that they look at you and they say, that they trust you, so they allow you in their circles. And when you have that kind of trust, and that people have that trust in you, that's a very powerful thing. And if you know how to leverage it and how to use it to your advantage, in a good way, of course, and to catapult you to the next level in business, man, you got the potential of becoming a very powerful machine. And it's just a matter of, again, learning, going through your experiences, and those are the things that, again, you got to surround yourself with some great people and some great mentors, and you got to learn. And right now you're on that path. And that's why I have you here tonight on the show, man. I mean, not only just talking about cigars and the alcohol, the pairing and all that, or your brand. It's about the entrepreneurship mindset. So it's what does it take to have a mindset to be an entrepreneur? The businesses that we have are only byproducts of our thoughts, of our ideas. What comes after that is you have to put your action into it. You have to put the hard work into it. Businesses don't just run on their own. The tobacco back there is not going to just sell on its own. It takes a lot of work to create a strong brand. It takes a lot of work, to create a value where people are going to go spend $50 for a stick. I mean, that's someone's salary in a month if you think of some other places in the world.
Well, that's a stick, but a lot of these boxes go anywhere from $3 to $7 to $1,500 a box. So it gets pricey. But the thing is that the reality of it is that for me, why it's so important is because I want and again, not to make it a race thing. It's not a race thing. What it's about is comfortability.
Mm-hmm.
People are okay with environments that they know, and environments they don't know. If they don't adapt, they stay away. Right. And so the idea is to go against your comfortability. See, for someone like me, when I first started talking about starting my cigar company, Mauricio, you wouldn't believe how many people wanted to back my business.
Right.
I turned down a lot of people because I myself was not comfortable in my capacity and ability to make use of the resources that are given to me. Because it's one thing to think that you know how to manage $100,000, $500,000, and then to actually have it, and then what do you do with it when you have it?
Exactly.
And
Great point, man.
You know, and it's one of those things where it's like, for me, it's very important also that this is why I like my position here at this shop, is because we have a very diverse customer base. We have all walks of life, all races, people from different backgrounds coming into the shop, and they mesh well. And we create a place at this shop in particular where somebody who's making 6-7 figures can have a conversation with somebody who's working minimum wage. And what you make, what your values are, any of that is relevant. The only thing that's relevant is that you're in the shop smoking cigars. And this is why I like this space so much, is that everywhere else, it's all about what you got, what do you do? And here it's just, what do you smoke it? How do you like about it? So the dynamic of interaction is very different. And the thing is, even in the shop, a lot of business deals have conducted in establishments just like this.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna come by. I'm gonna wrap it up here this afternoon. I'm gonna come by and have a cigar with you. And
there's gonna be a lot of familiar faces, Mauricio. It's a popular night. A lot of the people are gonna be here. They're
good. Well, we're definitely we're gonna start that trend, man. I'm gonna come out there and hang out. Let me ask you, if people want to get a hold of you or want to reach out, what's the best way to get a hold of you? On social media, are you on all the social media platforms?
I'm just on Instagram and Facebook, but the best way to get a hold of me is Instagram.
Okay, and what's your handle on Instagram?
So it's Pedro, CIG.
Hold on, let me. I'm gonna put this on for people. Instagram, what is it?
Cigar Padrino.
Cigar Padrino. Padrino.
Yep, and it's that was a nickname that some both know gave to me.
There you go. Yeah. I also put you have a website for your cigars, right? Dunamis Cigars.
So the thing is, I don't have a website for the cigars because I'm not allowed to sell directly to consumers. I can only sell directly to online retailers and brick and mortar shops.
Okay.
So the best way to find the cigars is to be in a cigar shop. Unless right now I'm actually talking to the CDTFA today about trying to work out a retail license. There's a certain way you got to set it up. And I'm working with the CDTFA right now because right now I got my manufacturing and import license and my distribution license. And there's another component, the retail part. But normally they don't allow the license holder to have a manufacturer and a retail license.
Got it. So. Kind of sucks, huh?
Yeah, but actually, me and the lady CDTFA, we've been talking these last week and a half, and we think we have a way to go around it. It's just a matter of how we're going to put it on paperwork.
Got it.
Again, it's just one of those things where it's just paperwork. It's just paper.
Okay. Well, let's make it happen, my brother. I want to say thank you, man, for being on the show tonight, and I appreciate it. I mean, we can dive and go deep, and and just talk about different cigars. Again, people want to reach out. You're one of the authorities here in Silicon Valley for cigars. You guys can catch my boy Luis over at Mission Pipe off of the Alameda in San Jose. Look it up. And definitely we got to create a night, man. We got to create an evening, and we're gonna work on that.
We definitely got to do that tobacco and rum event.
We're gonna do tobacco y ron. I want to definitely do the tobacco and pairing with some great rums and really just make it more of a social event. It's not trying to push anything, but started once a month on a Friday. We talked about and enjoy it and invite some great people and have some great conversations and be surrounded with some like minds, man. So let's do that. Man, thank you again, Luis. Let me ask you, any words of wisdom that you want to share with our young entrepreneurs that are watching out there that that maybe not want to again, not in the cigar industry, but the mindset that you have in being a businessman. Anything you want to share with our audience?
So I think the most important thing that I can say is that regardless how hard you try to make something happen, it won't happen unless it's supposed to happen and when it's supposed to happen.
There you go, my brother.
Then secondary, really quickly, is that don't focus about what people have. Focus on establishing relationships. Because I found out, and this is very true, is that a lot of people know people. So don't count anybody out. Treat everybody with respect. Give everybody, the proper. Because man, you know how many times I've seen people try to do stuff a certain way, and then it come full circle. You don't want to do that.
I've had some of those experiences in my young career, in my young days, where you make an assumption and you didn't realize that next person was the top executive at some place that you try to get in, and then you're just like, damn, I shot myself in the foot.
Yeah, not to mention the experience I had with Steve Wozniak in 2011 in Cupertino.
Okay.
He was buying a bunch of Slim Jims. We didn't know who he was at first. This is Cupertino, right off of, I want to say the 85 on the Anza Boulevard.
Uh-huh.
There's the gas station. There's this big dude with a bunch of Slim Jims. I'm talking about handfuls of Slim Jims. And a buddy of mine was like, "Damn, do you have enough? Or who eats that much?" Dude looks like Steve Wozniak. And I'm glad it didn't come out of my mouth. Let's walk outside. Because anybody who knows anything to Silicon Valley knows who Steve Wozniak is.
Yeah, founder of Apple Computer, baby.
So I'm standing outside, just like looking at. I was like, "What just happened?" Right? This is so embarrassing. He comes out and he told me, "You look like you got a good head on your shoulders. Choose better people to be around." And that's all he said. And then he said, "Want a jerky?" I took a jerky. He left, but he just said, change the people you're around.
That's right.
With that and ran with that. So
hey, it's what I said earlier today. Earlier in our conversation, we have to be around like-minded people and make sure that we surround ourselves with good people so that we are who we associate ourselves with. Anyways, so anyways, Luis, man, we're gonna wrap it up, my brother. I'm gonna come down and visit you after the show. Get ready, have something light. I love what you gave me the other day. Yeah, man, those were delicious, man. I don't even think I've tried your brand yet, man. So I'll come by. We'll figure something out, man, and we'll have a smoke together, bro.
Sounds good, brother.
All right, man. Hey, have a wonderful evening. Congratulations again. And man, I'll see you soon.
See you soon, brother. Thank you for having me.
All right. Thank you, my brother.
Take care.
All right. I want to say thank you so much, my boy Luis Barragan, here tonight on Mauricio Mejia Live. Got to share with us, hey, entrepreneurship, cigar world. That's a whole different world, guys. It's interesting. And as we're wrapping it down on season 2, which again, it's been a great journey. Starting this back in 2020, when we, when COVID hit, and I try to figure out, hey, how do we pivot and keep our mindset strong and focused? And hey, for me, it was getting into creating my own podcast. I always wanted to be on air or have my own show, and I created it. So I want to thank everyone again. And we're winding it down. Next week we had a guest, Melissa Bent, was going to be on the show next week, and unfortunately her schedules conflicted. So we don't know who we're going to have next week, but tune in. I'll always find somebody interesting and ready to be on the show. So again, thank you everyone for participating, for joining us tonight. To all the people that are watching us around the world, gracias a todos por su apoyo, and thank you very much for everyone for your following, for your great words of wisdom, your support. A lot of things have happened for me. Make sure that if you haven't picked up a copy of my book on Amazon, go to Amazon.com, look up Smoke and Mirrors, and or my other book, Decide, Commit, Execute. Great books to read, of course, because I wrote them. And this week, I was actually, for some of you that might have seen it on my Facebook, I've sent it out to 2 producers that do Netflix docuseries, and we're moving forward in that direction, guys. Dreams don't happen unless you put in the work, guys. So continue to dream big, do some big things, think big, never limit yourself. The only person that can put a limit is yourself. So Guys, I want to thank everyone again. Make sure to follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, or Twitter, or LinkedIn. I'm on all the social media platforms. You can also Google me, Mauricio Mejia San Jose, and you will find me. Anyways, guys, I just want to say thank you again to everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Have a good night. Stay safe. Wear your masks, guys. It's not something about imposing on you. It's just be safe for yourself and your family. It's not about anyone taking away your freedom. It's just, do the right thing. Make sure to wash your hands too. That's common sense, guys. So again, I'm not going to tell you what to do. If you haven't gotten vaccinated, you might want to consider it. There's a lot of positive information, and then of course there's a lot of negative information. You just got to do your own research and figure out what is best for you, for your family, and for to make things happen. So anyways, guys, I want to say thank you again. Mauricio Mejia live every Wednesday on Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitch. And we're broadcasting live from San Jose, downtown San Jose. Have a wonderful evening. Good night.